Have you ever tried doing this just 5 minutes after waking up to add decades to your life? For many older adults, the first moments after waking are usually spent groaning, shuffling to the bathroom, and maybe sipping coffee out of habit. But according to new research and insights from longevity experts, what you do in those first 5 minutes might matter more than you think. It turns out there are a handful of habits that don't just help you feel better in the moment. They may actually be the key to a longer, healthier life. In today's video, we're going to walk through 4 morning habits that could help you feel stronger, sharper, and more energized, and possibly extend your life by decades. These habits aren't just backed by science. They're easy to follow, and they've been practiced for generations by some of the longest living people in the world. If you've ever wondered how small daily changes can add up to big results, this is the video for you. So stay with me until the end, because by the end of this video, you'll walk away with a renewed sense of control, confidence, and a daily plan that could quite literally add more life to your years and more years to your life. And what you'll discover at the very end might just surprise you in the best way. Now let's get started. Number 1, hydrating with warm lemon water. After you stretch and gently awaken your body, what you put into it next can make a world of difference. And one of the most powerful yet underrated habits you can adopt is sipping on warm lemon water first thing in the morning. Not coffee, just a simple cup of warm water with freshly squeezed lemon. It may sound too basic to be important, but let me explain why this one habit can be a game changer, especially for seniors. Warm lemon water does more than just hydrate you. It helps to kickstart your digestion, flush out toxins, and gently wake up your internal organs. You see, after a night of rest, your body is naturally in a state of fasting and repair. Giving it something light, warm, and nourishing helps it continue that cleansing process before introducing heavier foods. And lemon, as simple as it is, contains compounds that support your liver, improve bile flow, and help alkalize your system despite its sour taste. For older adults, hydration is critical. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes, and many seniors walk around mildly dehydrated without even realizing it. That dehydration can lead to fatigue, dizziness, constipation, and even confusion. But the good news? 1 cup of warm lemon water in the morning begins to replenish those fluids and set the tone for hydration throughout the day. It's a small habit with outsized benefits. Now, here's something important. This isn't about a fad or detox trend. It's about starting your day with intention and care. When you take that first sip of lemon water, you're doing something gentle and loving for your body. You're saying, I value myself enough to nourish myself. That mindset matters more than most people realize, because how you begin your day shapes everything that follows. I remember Mary, a wonderful woman I met at a wellness seminar in Florida. She was 83 and full of life. She told me she hadn't always been that way. In her 60s, she felt sluggish and heavy most mornings. Then one day, her granddaughter suggested warm lemon water instead of coffee. She tried it, and over the weeks, she began to feel lighter, more alert, and more regular. It became her ritual. Every morning before anyone else woke up, she'd sit by the kitchen window, sip her lemon water, and say a quiet thank you for another day. And that's the beauty of this habit. The simple, inexpensive, and easy to maintain. No pills, no fancy machines, just warm water, a slice of lemon, and a little bit of consistency. And when done every day, it becomes more than a drink. It becomes a signal to your brain that you're beginning your day with care, presence, and self-respect. So, if you're someone who wants to feel clearer, lighter, and more energized, don't overlook this one. It's not flashy. It's not new, but it works. And for many seniors, it's one of the easiest and most effective habits to adopt for better health inside and out. Number 2, gentle stretching routine. One of the most overlooked yet powerful habits you can start just 5 minutes after waking up is a gentle stretching routine. Now, I know what some folks might be thinking. Stretching? That sounds too simple to do anything important. But here's the truth. When your body has been resting for hours, your muscles and joints need a gradual wake-up call, not a jolt. Stretching helps you do exactly that. It's like oiling the gears of a well-loved machine before getting it running for the day. As we age, our bodies naturally lose some of the flexibility and mobility we once had. But the good news is we don't need to accept stiffness as our default setting. A short, focused stretch in the morning helps improve circulation, reduce joint pain, and even boost balance, which becomes more and more important as we grow older. You don't need to twist yourself into a pretzel. Simple movements like neck rolls, shoulder circles, toe touches, and seated spinal twists are enough to get your blood flowing and gently signal to your body that it's time to rise and shine. There's also something deeper going on here. Stretching first thing in the morning isn't just about flexibility. It's about connection, connecting your mind to your body. When you pause to stretch, even just for a few minutes, you're giving yourself a moment of mindfulness. You become aware of how your body feels, where there's tightness, and what might need a little extra care today. That awareness can guide your choices throughout the rest of the day, how you move, how you sit, and how you care for yourself. Many older adults I've spoken with over the years swear by their morning stretch. One friend of mine, Richard, who, now 79, told me he starts every morning by sitting at the edge of his bed, rolling his shoulders, stretching his arms to the ceiling, and taking 3 slow breaths. He said, "It's not about doing yoga. It's about telling my body I'm still here and I still matter." That kind of mindset can completely change the tone of your day. You see, when you choose to stretch, even gently, you're sending a powerful message to yourself that your health is worth a few minutes, that your comfort is important, and that you're taking ownership of your well-being. And when you make that a daily ritual day after day, you're building a habit that doesn't just make you feel better in the moment. It adds up over time. So tomorrow morning, before reaching for the phone or turning on the TV, take just a few minutes to stretch. Let it be slow, let it be gentle, and let it be yours. It's one of the simplest ways to begin your day with purpose and possibly extend the quality of your life. One quiet stretch at a time. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 3, practicing deep breathing or meditation. The moment you finish hydrating your body, it's time to calm your mind. In fact, the next few minutes might be the most important part of your entire day. Why? Because what you do mentally when you wake up can shape your mood, your decisions, and even your blood pressure for the next 24 hours. And one of the most powerful tools we have, especially in our later years, is deep breathing or a few moments of simple morning meditation. Many folks think meditation has to be complicated, spiritual, or even a little strange. But in reality, it's simply the practice of being present, of paying attention to your breath, your body, and the moment you're in. You don't need to sit cross-legged on a cushion or chant anything. Just find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and gently focus on your breathing. That's it. Even 2 to 3 minutes can make a noticeable difference. Now, why does this matter so much for seniors? As we get older, our minds can become more cluttered with worry about health, finances, or even loneliness. That mental stress can become physical stress. It raises cortisol levels, tightens our muscles, disturbs our sleep, and wears down the immune system. But when we pause in the morning to just breathe, we send a powerful message to the body. You are safe. You are in control. And it's not just psychological. Studies have shown that seniors who practice daily breathing or meditation have lower risks of heart disease, improved memory, and reduced signs of inflammation. It literally helps the brain age more gracefully. Just 5 minutes a day is all it takes to start seeing those changes build up over time. Let me tell you about Thomas, a 76-year-old retired teacher from Oregon. After losing his wife, mornings became the hardest part of his day. The silence was overwhelming, and the anxiety would often start before he even got out of bed. Then one day, his daughter gave him a simple suggestion. "Dad, just sit by the window in the morning and breathe." He tried it. One hand on his chest, the other on his lap. He'd count his breaths slowly, inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Over time, his mornings became less about dread and more about peace. It didn't change his situation, but it changed how he handled it. You don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need to be a monk. You just need to give yourself permission to slow down. And here's the surprising part. When you begin your day with calm and stillness, everything else becomes easier. Your thoughts are clearer. Your body feels more balanced. And you respond to challenges, not react to them. So if you wake up feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just scattered, give this a try. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to simply be. It may feel awkward at first, but over time, it becomes a sacred space. A few minutes of breathing can become your armor, your anchor, and your sanctuary. For those of us in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, life has already taught us that the most valuable things aren't always material. Peace of mind is one of those treasures, and it's never too late to claim it, one breath at a time. Number 4, gratitude practice or morning reflection. One of the most powerful things you can do 5 minutes after waking up doesn't involve your muscles or your diet. It involves your heart and your mind. Taking a moment each morning for gratitude or quiet reflection can transform not just your day but your entire outlook on life. It's not just a feel-good exercise. It has very real, very measurable effects on your health and longevity. Let's break it down. When you practice gratitude, you shift your brain out of survival mode. You stop focusing on what's missing, what hurts, or what went wrong yesterday. Instead, you tune in to what's good, what still works, what you still have, and what still matters. And for seniors especially, this shift can be life-changing. It turns the morning into a gift instead of a burden. It reminds you that life is still worth savoring, even with the aches, even with the losses. Science supports this too. Studies have shown that consistent gratitude practice is linked to lower blood pressure, better immune function, and even improved sleep. People who take a few minutes each day to reflect on the things they're thankful for experience less depression and anxiety, and they report stronger relationships with others. And here's the beautiful part. It doesn't take a journal or a therapist or even a formal process. All it takes is a quiet moment, a deep breath, and a choice to look for what's good. Let me tell you about Harold, a retired 78-year-old carpenter from Oregon. A few years ago, he lost his wife of 52 years. The grief was heavy. Mornings were the hardest, he said. He'd wake up and stare at the ceiling, feeling the emptiness in the bed next to him. One day, his daughter left a little notebook on his nightstand. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each morning, she said. At first, he thought it was silly, but the next morning he picked up the pen. The sun came through the curtains. That was the first entry. The next day, coffee smelled good. Then, the neighbor's dog barked again. That silly mutt is still alive. It grew from there. After a few weeks, Harold said his heart felt lighter. The mornings were no longer a place of sadness. They became a place of quiet celebration. The power of gratitude isn't in changing your circumstances. It's in changing your perspective. It helps you see what's still growing, what's still beautiful, what's still yours. It makes the days ahead feel more like a blessing than a countdown. You can practice gratitude in any way that feels right to you. Speak it out loud, think it silently, whisper it in prayer, or write it down in a notebook. Some folks reflect on their loved ones. Others focus on the small things. A warm blanket, a blue sky, a good memory. There's no wrong way to do it. The only mistake is not doing it at all. So tomorrow morning, after you stretch and breathe, take 1 minute, just one, to reflect. Say thank you for one thing, then say thank you for another and another. Watch how your chest lifts. Watch how your shoulders relax. That's not just emotion. That's health in motion. These simple words, thank you, have the power to heal. And for many seniors, they become the thread that ties the past to the present and the present to a hopeful future. Gratitude doesn't ignore pain. It simply gives you a reason to keep going despite it. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Final thoughts. It's easy to think that getting older means slowing down and settling for less. But what we've just talked about today proves the opposite. These 4 simple habits, done in just 5 minutes each morning, can reignite something powerful inside you. They remind you that no matter your age, you still have control over how you feel, how you move, and how long and well you live. Let's be honest. When you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your mornings often feel like a fight. A fight against the stiffness, the foggy mind, the emotional weight that sometimes greets you before your feet even touch the floor. But with intention, just a few small, kind decisions, you can turn those mornings into moments of victory. You can choose to hydrate, to breathe deeply, to focus your thoughts on gratitude instead of worry. You can give your body a chance to stretch, to come alive again. These are not just routines. They're acts of self-respect. And here's the beautiful part. When you care for yourself, even in the smallest ways, it changes how you show up in the world. You move with more ease. You speak with more clarity. You engage with people more kindly. You're not just improving your health, you're lifting your spirit. That kind of quiet strength doesn't go unnoticed. Your family sees it. Your friends feel it. And most importantly, you feel it in your own bones. I think about people like Harold, 78, who started doing just 2 of these habits each morning. Drinking water and walking outside for 5 minutes. He told me, "It doesn't sound like much, but I feel like I'm waking up with purpose again." That's the power of consistency. That's the power of a new beginning, no matter what year it is on the calendar. So as you step into your next morning, don't underestimate what those first 5 minutes can do. They can clear your mind, strengthen your body, calm your nerves, and spark a sense of hope that follows you all day long. It's never too late to feel better. It's never too late to start over. And it's never too late to live with intention. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.